Tonight's going to be a soft lesson, all right? And tonight I'm going to be talking about everything is not beta and everything is not simping whenever it comes to communication with a woman, all right? We're going to break that down. That's my first live coming back. Next live, I'm not going to be wearing the red hat and I'm not going to be wearing the sweatpants. I will be bringing back the suit and the tie. Turn it up. I'm about to go in. In the game of life, there's no rules. Beta males that now became cool. New fools in alpha male schools. Just trying to learn these new jewels. Or what it takes in life. You want to make it right, but can you sacrifice? Everyone keep the profanity down to a minimum. All right? Give me a couple weeks to get comfortable getting back into live mode. It's been about 6 months. All right? Now, before I get started, I do want to thank all the new subscribers that have came to the channel. All right. Now, people keep asking me, what is my subscriber count? My subscriber count is almost 97K. All right. And a lot of people have jumped past me. You know what I'm saying? Since I stopped going live. But I'm expecting you guys to go ahead and help get them numbers up. So make sure you like and share and make sure you watch my videos as well. I've lost a lot of numbers, but I had to take a break from doing lives because doing lives and giving you 2 to 3 videos a day was just really like wearing me out. But I'm back in action now. Big shout outs to Chrism Sigma with the $3 donation. All right. And I got a member up here. Eugene Banks, big shout outs. We got a new member, Eugene Banks. Everyone make sure that you go ahead and become a member because at some point, my lives are going to be member only. You know, as we build up here, it's going to be a member only live. But right now, I want to welcome Eugene Banks to the Anthony Spades channel. And all my other members, I want to give you a shout out too. Next live, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to thank everyone that donated on my PayPal, everyone that's donated on the Patreon. I will be getting around and shouting you guys out. Ron Reed, big shout outs, bro. Thanks for the $5. Okay, tonight's lesson, why everything is not beta and everything is not simping, I think it's really, really needed to talk about because I typically don't go into comments. That's not anything I do. I typically just go ahead and put out my video. Whatever happens, happens. But lately, being that I know I'm about to start back doing a lot more lives, I've been paying attention to the comments, trying to get an idea of who's watching my videos and who's not. And it seems like a lot of people count anything as being beta. Any type of interaction with a woman, you guys are quick to say someone's beta. All right, tonight we're going to be breaking down why everything interacted with a woman is not really beta. It's not. And the reason why I'm discussing this is because as much as we talk MGTOW, as much as we talk red pill is just the knowledge. MGTOW is men going their own way. Then you have purple pill that's want to be in relationship. Now, at the end of the day, what I'm noticing with a lot of guys out there is that a lot of y'all want to be in relationships. It's just that you don't want to be a sucker about it, which is pretty normal. And then you have people out there that are fully convinced that they're not going to be in a relationship. Right? They know, like they've convinced themselves, like I would never be with a woman again. That's just how it is. I'm scared. I'm going to get my heart broken. They think that any man interaction with a woman is beta. You know what I'm saying? So they're quick to call somebody a simp for the littlest things in the world. All right. Before I get into the lecture, we're going to first break down this alpha, this beta, this sigma, omega, etc., 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 etc. Now, before I keep going, does everyone hear me? Can everybody hear me? All right, we got some. Let's get some thumbs up. Let's definitely get those likes up. G Money, this your second time around. That's one of my main moderators, G Money and Gerard. Okay. When it comes to alpha, when it comes to beta, we're going to start off with them too. All right? A beta male is a submissive man. All right? When I say a beta male, we're talking about a man that's going to be submissive not only to a woman, but a beta male will also be submissive to a alpha male. All right? When we start talking about beta male, it's completely different than simping. Simping is a action that a beta male is going to do, but beta males are not always simping. All right? Alpha males are dominant males that do not submit to anyone. Not even male, not even female. An alpha male does not submit. That's just the basic answers of alpha and beta. Typically, alpha males dominate the beta males. All right. Sigmas are alpha males who do not want to deal with beta males. We don't want to deal with them. We can manage success on our own. We're kind of loners to the alpha and beta world, but we're not loners to society. That's what I want a lot of you guys to understand. We're not introverts that are sitting in the house and just afraid to talk to people. That's not what we are. We're actually alpha males out maneuvering through people. It's just that we're not the type that stops and asks for directions. We'll go figure them out on our own. Or we don't come up with small talk just to talk to anybody. Like for instance, if you go to a gym, Sigmas, I go to the gym every day. But guess what? I'm only in there for 45 minutes, and the whole time I'm in there, I'm only focusing on my workout. But you have alpha males in there. They're in there with the shirts off. They're in there screaming, yelling, throwing up the most weight. They're flirting with all the women. Okay, then you have the beta males. They're coming in there. They're talking to the guys like, hey, I want to hang out with this dude. He got all the muscles. Typically, beta males normally end up taking the stuff to get big. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the gym, but the gym is just an example of the submissive type and the dominant type. And the Sigmas, we're just the loner away from them, but not necessarily loners to society. It's just that we only show face to make the money. After we make the money, we go behind ourselves. We don't hang out with employees. All right? If you understand what I'm saying, we'll own a business, but we'll never hang out with our employees. Right? That's one thing that I want you guys to know when it comes to this alpha, beta, and sigma mindset. You have other mindsets out there. But what I want you guys to understand, these are just mindsets, all right? And it's guy code mindsets. What do I mean by this guy code mindset? All right? Guy code mindset, that means this little area that we're in, this manosphere area with all of these dating coaches, all of these red pill coaches, and all these MGTOW coaches, we're all on the same team. And I want you guys to understand that. All of us is on the same team. All right? There ain't nobody better than the next. Alpha males in this space is not better than betas. Betas are not better than alpha. Sigmas, we're not better than that. Even though we may make our videos to state our claim for what we're representing. But at the same time, you guys need to understand, this is a man's space. All right? Alpha, beta, sigma, omega, all these other mindsets are to help you figure out where you're at. So you'll know, all right, if I'm a beta, let me go read the traits that a beta does. So now you start seeing the traits and you're going to say to yourself like, man, I'm doing all this stuff a submissive man does, right? So then you start looking at alpha traits, like what do alpha do? So you start to now gear your lifestyle towards the more alphaness, and it helps you better yourself. A lot of people that don't, that especially women, they may come in and be like, what's alpha? What's sigma? What's beta? It's weird. You guys are just a whole bunch of men that's mad that you can't get women, so you come up with these mindsets. No. These mindsets are to help you relate to yourself so you know where you stand in society, and then you can make the decision on what mindset you want to go towards. All right? So I'm going to start off by saying, in this manosphere that we're in, nobody is bigger than the next. I don't care if you're a beta and you admit to being beta. You're no better than me. I'm just a stronger person than you that's giving you my knowledge to help you become strong like me. But men, we need to get this straight. We're all on the same team. I get sick of seeing so much beefing. I get sick of seeing so much talking behind each other's back. We're all on the same team. And what is that? So nobody gets hurt by women. This is guy code. All right? This is what men talk about when it's just men. It's just that now women can peek into our conversations. That's what this space is that we're in right now. All right? Now, before I go into breaking down the beta, I'm going to look at some super chats. Jeremiah, big shout outs, bro. Big shout outs for the $5. Charles D. Curley, big shout outs for the $20. My own world question. Do you think these women will idolize Russell Wilson as much as if he didn't play in the NFL, money and rich? No, he'll be a simp in real life. Period. The money changes everything. That world, that entertainment world, the NFL world, that changes everything because it isn't just Russell Westbrook being a good quarterback. He sold on the imagery of a relationship. So now they use the relationship to market other things around him. Their relationships are mainly fake, but if Russell Wilson was the average guy walking around, he'll be another simp too. Know what I mean? He'll be another beta male. He's a submissive guy, you know? Hopefully that answers your question. All right, do we have any more? Ron Reed, we already got to you. All right, everything's good. Thumbs up. Y'all liking it so far? Big shout outs to Eugene again, the newest member. All right, now we're going to break down beta. All right, beta is just you being a submissive man. All right, what do I mean by submissive man? You may have the alpha thoughts, but one thing that makes a beta is that a beta male fears confrontation. All right? You fear confrontation. You want to speak your mind, but you're scared of situations escalating, so you just go along with it to prevent confrontation. Preventing confrontation is the main reason why you're able to be dominated. All right? You know you're beta when you see an alpha male losing his mind, and then you're like, yeah, I wish I could say that. I wish I could say it just like him. That's beta. Don't worry. All of us have been through that. It's just that some guys have had that beta trait longer than others. I've had a beta trait before. All right, that's why I'm able to teach it. Don't worry about it. We all have been there. You fear confrontation. Alphas indulge into confrontation. Sigmas, we don't indulge into conversation, but we ain't running from no beef. All right, let's get that straight right now. We don't indulge in the conversation, which means that we don't agitate it. We're not an agitator. If somebody's agitating us, we have a tendency to be quiet and slowly warn them. But we don't agitate the confrontation, hoping that something happens and then the dominant person wins. No, that's more of an alpha trait. Alphas do that. But as a beta male, when I say that you're just submissive, I don't want you to think about simping. Simping is a whole different ball game. Just understand, if a man is submissive to a man or a woman because he fears confrontation, that is what's being beta. All right, it has nothing to do with how much money you have. It has nothing to do with that at all. It has on a mindset. You fear standing up for yourself. You fear creating conflict. That's what makes you submissive to someone else's ideology. All right, does that make sense? If that makes sense, let me get a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me get a thumbs up if that makes sense. We got 317 viewers in here. I probably need to have 317 likes. Let's go ahead and get them likes up. If you ain't donating, hit that like button. It's only the first live. All right? Get them thumbs up. Everybody's listening. Everybody is making sense. That's what I like. All right. Y'all working with me here. All right. Next, we're going to go into simping. Simping is when a man, hold on. Simping is when a man puts a woman's emotion and need above his reality. What do I mean above his reality? Simping is when a man is willing to go to the extreme to try to get her. Like, for instance, you see a lot of these TikTok videos where guys are trying to get with girls and girls are like recording these guys making a ass out of themselves with these pickup lines, right? So the guy's like, hey, I'll do this for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a man? Is he treating you good? You know what I'm saying? I got 10,000 right now. I'll give you. Hey, your man treating you good? Can he take you out and buy you this? Can your man do that? That's simping. That's simping. Because the reality is you have realized, right, that the woman doesn't like you naturally. All right? That's what makes it a beta male trait, is because now your emotions are involved. Simping is when you realize that you're not going to get these women naturally, so you're going to try to talk your way into her life, and you're going to try to out nice the situation so you can manipulate her to go in your way. But now you're going to react off of her. Let's say you go do something and she's not happy with it. You're going to quickly try to adjust the situation to work to where she's happy again. All right? You dedicate your time to doing whatever you got to do to make the woman happy in hopes that you get relationships, right? But it's not. It's in hopes that you get sex. That's what simping is. Simping is you doing all of this game, spending all of this money, being extra nice just so you can get sex. It's that simple. But what makes you simp is that you want sex from the girl that excites you immediately. That's where the simping begins. Why do most guys simp? Why is simping so strong nowadays? Why is it so strong? Because they made it cool to do. How did they make it cool to do? The music made it cool to do. That's why it's so big. It's called neurological thinking. All right? If you sit up and listen to rap all day, chances are you're a beta male simp. If that's all you listen to. Because now the music goes inside your neurological system, then your subconscious mind starts to follow it. That's what creates the simping, is that you don't even realize that you're doing anything wrong because simping is glorified. But the only way that you're simping and the reason why you're simping, why you're trying to be nice, is because she excites your sexuality. See, a man is only gonna simp to a woman that excites his sexuality, because most of y'all beta males come across a lot of women, but a lot of these women, they don't excite your sexuality. So it ain't gonna cause you to be extra nice. It's not gonna cause you to blow your check. It ain't gonna cause you to go to the strip club. All right, we starting to catch on now, how it all connects. Even strip clubs. Guys are going to strip clubs throwing money in the air. Anticipation of getting what? Attention, which will later turn into what? Sex. That's what a simp does. A simp is a beta male that starts to use materialistic things to get the woman, and if it doesn't work, he adjusts his mindset to whatever's going to make her happy. Y'all watch a lot of porn. Y'all done came across them porn with them white women getting ran through by them black dudes where her husband's sitting there recording. And you say to yourself, like, what makes a man record his wife getting ran through? That's when beta and simping come together. See what I'm saying? That's when beta and simping come together. But you got to understand this. A woman is not going to marry you until both of those come together. You see what I'm saying? When you're simping and your money comes together, when beta and then simping kicks in, that's when you lose. A lot of you betas out there, you just been submissive. But before you could transition, before you could change and go over into simping, you caught the red pill before you could start spending money. That's why it's very good for a beta to be broke when he gains the red pill. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes when betas go out and get money and they haven't learned the red pill, they're going to spend a lot of money. They're going to keep spending that money till everything crash, and then they're going to get the red pill later in life. But For you guys out there who may not have as much money, think about when you was beta to now you're red pill on how much money you have saved. You got to understand, when you're beta too long and you become desperate, that's when you turn into a simp. Simping is nothing but desperation, searching for love and sexuality, but mainly sexuality, because most guys that simp and get their heart broken from simping, they don't even try to date those type of women anymore. You dig what I'm saying? So I want you guys to understand that I'm saying this to say this, and I'm gonna come back to that. I see some people donating. Brown Hornet 1975, big shout outs, bro. Salute, Anthony. Glad to see you live again. You know I'm about to pick it back up, big dog. Y'all give a shout out to Brown Hornet 1975. Y'all subscribe to that dude. Legendary in the manosphere. Legendary. I see him on every channel. G Money too. Huhim, HUHIM, $5. Thanks for the donation, bro. Much appreciated, Anthony Spade. I agree with a lot of your philosophies. Sharing your experiences are priceless. I have gained insight from your videos. Thanks. I really appreciate that. I really do. When I talk, I don't care if I talk to 1,000 people. As long as one get it, then I am perfectly okay. Kevin Finley, thanks for the good game, fam. Thanks, bro. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Too many of you guys, when you seeing guys that like today, I put out a video saying 5 hobbies that women like. You know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of guys that want that are sending me videos like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm red pill and I know I'm not going to spend that much money on women and I know how to keep from getting my heart broke. What are some things that women gravitate? So the video that I dropped today are just natural things that women gravitate towards. You know what I'm saying? It don't really have to deal with you running out here to go start a hobby. It's just certain hobbies women are going to naturally gravitate towards. And a lot of them are good hobbies that men need to do. I feel like a lot of you guys need to be into cars. You need to be into man stuff. You know what I'm saying? Start doing some manly stuff. There's too many men running around here caring too much about the same things as women. And that's been a big role in this simp era that we're in, because it causes men to spend a lot of money on clothes because they're spending it on the woman too. You know what I'm saying? We just got some more donations in. Big shout outs to Hangtime33. Jeremiah, he said coupling is the word we all need to learn. All right, hold on. Coupling. I got you on that. I'm going to do a video on that. Charles D. Curry, big shout outs, bro. Sunny Dwarfs, $5. My girlfriend relapsed and she hasn't been talking to me since she relapsed in December. Should I kick her to the curb? When you say relapse, are you talking about drugs? If you're talking about drugs, she belonged to the streets, bro. I don't think I need to tell you what you need to do with that. All right? It's going to come a point of your red pill career that us coaches ain't going to always be there to answer your questions. You know what I mean? I'm not just talking to you, Shiny Dwarf. I'm talking to a lot of guys that may be looking in at your situation as well. Is that when you know you got a woman for the streets, the hardest part is facing that. It's the disconnect because you're already emotionally tied in. And the weaker you are as a person, right? And you know you've been broken and you've been in a depressed situation, what keeps you trapped is trying to fix someone that's doing worse than you. All right? A lot of you guys out there, right? And this goes back to the beta thing. A lot of you guys have gotten your heart broken by the wrong woman, but you knew she was the wrong woman, but you stayed with them girls because you felt like they were doing worse than you psychologically and that you can fix them. All right? Separating reality from your emotion is a big thing that men have to master. You have to master that. You have to master a woman's emotion, but you have to understand about a woman's emotions. You can't turn a bad girl good when a good girl is going bad. She's going forever. But I'm going to repeat, it comes a time where you got to start making red pill decisions on your own. If you ask me, you talking about she done relapse. The writing's on the wall, big dog. The writing is on the wall. I don't need to answer that. You know the answer to that. All right? We have any other questions out there? Let me see. AJ Taylor. Simps are some of the most dangerous men alive. Simps are. The thing about simps and betas, this is what you got to understand. You're untrustworthy when you're a beta and you're a simp. That's why most women are going to use you. It's because your emotions can easily be swayed and your emotions can easily be manipulated. A woman sits back and watches this. When she's in a relationship, she's watching you change. She's watching you cry. She's watching you bitch. She's watching you complain. She's watching you do that. And she knows how to play with your emotions to get what she wants. That's what a lot of you guys don't understand. I've told you this plenty of times. When you enter into a woman's world of emotions, that's where they're the masters at. They're the masters. You find yourself arguing with a woman, you've lost. You've lost. The best way. You want to know what women hate the most? You could cheat on them. It ain't going to top this. All right? You could talk to them bad. It ain't going to top this. You could cheat on them with their best friend. It ain't going to top this. You want to know the number one thing that a woman hates in the entire world? Silence. She hates when she gets no response at all from a man. She hates that. She hates when a man lays down the law. And then she tries to negotiate. No, that ain't right. But he doesn't give her an answer. The more you lay down the law, sit back and be quiet and don't give her an answer, you'll start finding her adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. Let me go to some of these super chats. AJ, cute dude 13, 95% of women nowadays want men to prove themselves to her. What can we do from first meeting a new woman that flipped it? She proves to us. All right. You're saying 95% of women want you to prove themselves to us. All right. No, that's not what it is. 95% of women are trying to manipulate you from the jump so she knows she's able to get any and everything out of you. What a woman wants nowadays at the beginning of a relationship is a good psychological challenge. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to talk to her a certain way. You have to know how to play. You have to know how to play word games with her mind. Now, you would say to yourself, like, I don't want to play no games. Women are you just got to be real with each other. That's the fantasy. Thinking you're going to meet somebody that's just real. No. Most people nowadays have too much intelligence going into their brain. Too much knowledge. Everybody playing a game. If they done sat back and watched my channel and everybody else's channel, and then girls are going to go watch their channel, their woman empowerment channel, both sides are being trained. You're approaching a girl talking a certain way, and women are approaching guys, or guys are approaching them. They're working for certain things to happen. That's what's messing up right now. What you have to realize is a lot of women are going to come your way. They will come your way. But you're going to have to change your ways in order for them to notice it. That's the main thing that you have to understand. Everybody is going to play a game. Everybody. It ain't no prove yourself to me or prove this, prove that. When a woman say prove yourself to me, she's saying show me how much I can get away with before you get mad.